episode 98 of The Beardcaster. My name is Scott Sykora, and I am The Beardcaster. Welcome to a podcast all about beards, mustaches, and the bearded culture with all the fun that goes along with it. It's about the facial hair lifestyle we live from our daily lives in the world around us and how we deal with life. So please join myself, Scott Sykora, Christopher Odom, and Aaron D. Johnston as we share the stories about these people and hear how they are using their facial hair to do great and fun things. Welcome to another exciting episode of Talking Beards. Today we talked to Mr. Patrick Quinn, who placed number 3 in the world this past couple weeks ago at the World Championships in Belgium. And we talked to him about his little adventure, which is a story. So make sure you listen because it's a really in-depth story, and he tells a good one. So if you want to, you can go over to talkingbeards.com and you can get some more information about the show there. But you can find out more information about myself, the Beardcaster, Mr. Scott Sykora. That's me. By going to thebeardcaster.com, you can go subscribe to the podcast there, where, wherever podcasts are listened to, I'm there. But you could also go over to Facebook and like the Talking Beards page. When you get over there, there's going to be a button at the top of the page. You're going to click that, and it's going to take you to the BS Buttons Beard Bulletin Board. If you have any kind of information that you want to share with the beard community, please put it in there, and we'll read it on next week's show. So, well, I guess that's about it for here, other than, I do this every time. Make sure you go to mudcatwhiskers.com. Go over there, check out all the great stuff they have there, and when you get done and you're checking out, make sure you enter promo code TalkingBeards. You will get 25% off your order and a complimentary bottle of an unreleased oil called Evangeline. I hear it's really good. I haven't smelled it yet, but all their oils that I've smelled are really good. So make sure you go over there, like I said, mudcatwhiskers.com, and check it out. So let's get right into this, and here we go, and action.
Hey, are you sharing this?
Yeah, I'm sharing it.
It'd be really good.
It'd be really good if everyone went and shared it.
You could share it. How do you share it?
You go to that share.
Yeah. Not SCH.
Sonny and share. We are live. 7, 8. Wow, we already have 8,000 people.
Sonny and share.
Patrick Quinn already liked it.
Okay, so everyone can go over to talkingbeards.com and they can watch live there. Or they can go to facebook.com/talkingbeards and they can watch live there too and interact with the show.
In all fairness, they're probably already on Facebook.
I know.
They wouldn't hear you.
But some people don't like Facebook.
Okay, well, we're not on MySpace anymore.
I'm going to start a watch party.
Okay, go for it. We're about to go live.
I'm watch a party. I'm so rich.
God, you're so rich.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
we did it. Woo.
Howdy.
14,000 people are watching us live. And if everybody would go and share our, our live event deal thing here, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right at the bottom of your page right there is that button with the little arrow that goes like this, and it goes like the point. It goes, what? Share. Hit that.
Yeah,
Share.
click it. So
you could also
I
hit the like button too.
Ooh, sorry. I am Aaron D. Johnston, and this is episode number 22 of Talking Beards. This episode will be starring, I can't even believe we're going to have a Chops person on here, but the one and only Two Beard Quinn, the mighty Two Beard Quinn.
Might there be a fight tonight?
Oh, yeah, for sure, because, he's got two beards. But I made sure that he didn't shave for a whole week, so it kind of it's not so defined. We'll be all right. We'll get through the night. So yeah, we'll have Patrick Quinn on. He has a very exciting story for his travels to Antwerp that included lots of detours. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. About 8:20 he'll be on, and we'll dive right into it. So yeah, I'm Aaron D. Johnston, and go ahead, Scott.
Oh, well, I'm Scott Sykora. I am the Beardcaster. You can find out more information by going to thebeardcaster.com. It's a podcast, which is pretty much the repurposed audio of this, where you can go to and listen to this same episode, but there's also bonus stuff in there. So I usually put extra stuff at the end of the episode, and I add extra stuff at the beginning of the episode too. So make sure you go over and check that out. Go over and beardcaster.com. So that's all I can say, and I'm going to send it over to Chris now.
And I got it. My name's Chris Odom.
Chris.
Hi. I have a YouTube channel called Beards in Review, where I review different products and talk about beard related stuff. And I also put the video portion, repurpose the video and put it on to the YouTube channel as well. And I promise I got another video coming out really soon, and some other information as well. Speaking of information, if you have information that you want to share, you can go over to the Talking Beards page, and then there's a thing that says, what does it say? It says
Visit Group.
Visit Group. When you click that Visit Group, it takes you to the BS Button page, which I'm going to share now. This is what my BS Buttons Beard Bulletin Board page looks like. It's a lot of B's. All right. So yeah, here you can post your comp. If you got a comp coming up, if you've got, any type of beard news, anything that you want to share that's facial hair related or just about you, whatever, you can post it here. So here's a couple of things that were posted this week on the BS Buttons Beard Bulletin Board. We've got the Derby City Whiskers Club. Just so you got to hurry, because this is coming up really quick. January 25th.
It's right around the corner.
Louisville, Kentucky. Hey, you can never start promoting too early. So
Derby City, home of the 9,000 world champions. I think that's their new title.
Yeah. Isn't Patrick Fetty part of that?
I think he's won a time or 10.
Yeah, he's the goat. Right?
That one's in Louisville, Kentucky.
The goat of Englishes.
The goat of Englishes. All right, then we've got. Let's see, we got Monty Minter. He was at your comp, Aaron.
Man, look at all that Talking Beards and Aaron D. Johnston swag right there.
He picked up a bunch of swag. Look at all that beautiful looking swag right there.
And if you didn't come to the Southeastern Beard and Mustache Championships, you missed out, because Talking Beards had their very first, product swag table thing. And we sold all of our t-shirts, and we're never going to make any more. Ever.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Logo.
And we actually do kind of sort of have some breaking news I just thought about. We raffled off 2 the boxes, and we donated that money to Big Brothers Big Sisters.
That was awesome. We had a picture of that.
Yeah, I just thought about it when we were trying to think of our breaking news. So yeah, that was some breaking news.
Yeah,
all right, what else we got? We got this guy right here. This is the Mile High Beard Bout. This is a competition that's coming up in Denver, Colorado on June 8th. And there's something a little special about this particular comp. Our one and only Scott Sykora is going to be a judge there.
That's me.
Is that right, Scott?
Yep. Yeah, and make sure you guys find me, because I'll have some Talking Beard stuff that I will be having to give away. So buttons. I got stuff. I got connections.
Ooh.
So yeah, make sure you. What?
Keep going. Sorry. Go ahead. I was going to ask a question.
Okay, you can ask when I'm done. But so if you catch me in Denver, say hello. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking about the Talking Beard stuff. Got any ideas? Any cool? Whatever. But yeah, come find me. Come talk to me. And it'll be exciting. It's been a few years since I've been in Denver, so I'm looking very forward to it. And I get to be with my buddy Felipe El Taco, so we get to spend the weekend together, which I'm very excited about. He's always one of my faves to hang out with, so I'm very excited.
Awesome.
So scroll back.
Going back.
One more. What's the deal with this dog? We just scanned past it.
That was the one I shared. It's for the Rocky Mountain Club.
Oh, okay. He was just scrolling. I was like, what the heck was that dog? And why did we not talk about it?
I know. It was there, and it just stuck out. So that's why I put it there, because it was a reminder to make sure you get your tickets for the Rocky Mountain Beard and Mustache Club's event, the Mile High.
Well, that's a good looking dog.
I know.
All right. And then we got one more post here. And this is, I don't want to say breaking news, but it's kind of been the topic of the week. Are you Team Kloss or are you Team Mets?
Yeah. Where did this come from?
Obviously, everybody should be Team Kloss. These Mets people, I don't understand.
What's the story behind all this? I mean, I have been seeing it pop up like left and right, because I know that Mets was number one in the world for full beard styled mustache in 2017, correct?
Correct.
And then Kloss took the title this year. So now we have the two guys with, I mean, they're pretty much, they have like very similar beards and mustaches. They're both just amazing. But
from what I heard, Metz was supposed to go to Antwerp as well, but then he heard Andrew Kloss was going to compete, and he peed his pants so much that he just couldn't make it to Belgium. So they got turned around at the airport, and he missed his flight because he peed his pants and ate too many boogers. That's what I heard. I mean, I'm just reporting the news.
That's right.
I don't make stuff up. I just report what I hear.
Yeah, and what we read, because I've seen all that stuff written on the internet, so it must be the facts of the matter, I guess.
True.
Yeah, I mean, did you see all that mean stuff that Scott Metz was texting to Andrew Kloss? I mean, he was like calling him a meanie,
like
and
this right here.
See, look, he's just freaking mean. Like, Kloss isn't even here to defend himself.
I know.
He's just sitting there eating his boogers and freaking talking about Kloss. Probably styling his mustache with a snot.
You should see. There's a lot of hearts going on right now for that.
You saw the post, right? You see who's ahead. We got Team Mets
because
68%.
Well, Scott Metz, I think he was going around the streets of Orlando with like a bag of $20 bills, and I think he was like in the Universal Studios parking lot earlier today. He was texting me about it, and he was like, "Oh, check this out. I'll definitely beat Kloss." And he was giving $20 bills to all these people in the parking lot and made them get on Talking Beards and vote for him. That's the only reason that this is happening. He's cheating, obviously.
Jeez.
The end.
Team Mets for life cause pizza.
But does Mets put pineapple on his pizza?
Probably. Sounds like something Scott Metz would do.
Hey, I like pineapple on my pizza.
Shut up, Chris.
Exactly. You would.
Yeah, I know.
So disgusting.
I know.
You, Metz, and Sean Luggy.
So I know, Aaron, you had your comp this last weekend. What else was going on this weekend?
I don't know. What'd you do, Scott?
Let me see. Well, because I couldn't go to come and see you this past weekend, I ended up going to my nephew's graduation, which was a full fun day event it was nice because we were in air conditioning all day. And I know you guys were like pushing 100 degrees where you guys were at.
There was not air conditioning where we were. I mean, it was on, but dude, the music farm just gets so freaking hot every year. And then this year, of course, the weekend of our competition, we had literally record-breaking temperatures for this day in May. And I think it hit 100 on the, 26th Saturday. And dude, it was freaking brutal. I know Jeffrey Mustache was absolutely dripping wet when he got done because he was taking pictures kind of upstairs closer to the ceiling and, the whole heat rises thing. And dude, it was freaking hot. I was standing on stage and the temperature gauge thermostat deal said
it's called
86 degrees.
It's called a thermometer.
Oh, whatever. No, it's a thermostat. Boner. So yeah. The thermostat was on
You're
69.
Stupid. Shut up.
And the air conditioner was going, but it was so freaking hot. But that's every year in Charleston. It's super hot during our competition, but everything went really well. Like our pre-party went really good, and Scott Metz was too good to show up, and it went good. Everything, there was absolutely no issues. Last year we had a couple things pop up that no one really knew. It didn't, derail the show.
Were
or
they
anything,
gophers? Go.
Yes.
And then did you have to like whack them when they popped up?
No. PETA was there, and you can't play that game anymore.
Oh, whack-a-mole. That's right. That's what it's called.
Yeah, whack-a-mole. Yeah, it's illegal. PETA will, chain you to a tree or something like that. Yeah, we're going to start playing whack-a-mets. It's going to be the hot new game at the 11th annual Southeastern Beard and Mustache Championships, where, breaking news, we've already booked our venue for next year.
Oh, where is it going to be?
Same place.
Oh, my.
The Music Farm, downtown Charleston, 32 Ann Street on Memorial Day weekend, 2020. Thank you.
Jeez. Then Tyler Hill's trying to be all relevant here.
Tyler Hill, he's just that's what our show does.
He's like this. He's like this.
Talking beard.
He's like, I had pineapple pizza for dinner because Sean Logan made me want it with his posts. Lol.
LOL.
That was good. Pizza roll tacos. What?
Yeah, so that was our weekend, and then Sunday was the brunch at Holy City Brewing on Daughtry Road. And
Chris Daughtry was there?
Road. No, Dorchester Road, wrong town.
Oh,
and it was actually the last one that's going to be at that Holy City location, and I believe probably like the last 5 or 6 years, that's where our brunch on Sunday has always been. But they bought a new location, and it's going to be bigger and better. So that'll be next year. But maybe y'all can make it next year.
Oh, it's on. You already asked me to judge, so I'm like, well, I'm very honored. He's laughing because it's not true. I know. Maybe someday when I'm like older and more wise and more mature.
But if talking beards is still a thing, I do have some things in the works for next year at our competition. So, but that's for later.
That'll be breaking news later.
That'll be breaking news later.
23,000 people in the chat.
Yeah, so it's 8:15. What y'all want to do now? We may or may not have our guest that showed up 5 minutes early.
Well, after the guest, though, make sure everyone. So after we talk to Patrick for a while, we got to make sure that we all stick around because we got what are we going to do trivia about tonight? Because we're doing a little different trivia tonight.
All right, well we'll let the fans kind of pick this one out, and by the end of
like this one,
we can try to monitor it. Yeah, we have Trivial Pursuit. Pop Culture 2. Or
do we have strep? Oh,
we have Trivial Pursuit Totally 80s. Those are the two games. Or we can do the one that we've been doing, but like Scott pointed out earlier, pretty much all those questions seem like they're the same, even though I'm not reusing the same cards.
Yeah. So make sure you stay tuned to the after Patrick, who's now here with us. But well, look at me stumbling over my words, but trivia is brought to you by Mudcat Whiskers. So go to mudcatwhiskers.com. When you go, you're going to enter your you're going to go and enter your promo code Talking Beards, and then you're going to get 25% off, 25. And you are also going to get a complimentary bottle of Evangeline beard oil, which is their new scent, which is not released yet. So you're going to get...
And it smells like Angelina Evangeline.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
But you would think with a name like that, that's synonymous with that. I got a dog hair on my hat right here.
No, you have that Indian face. Go Braves.
Shut up.
Is that hat legal anymore?
Nope, it's illegal.
You know what? One of my, I don't know if anyone had seen when I was at Cleveland Indians Stadium. Is
that when you were doing the cooking thing?
Yeah, I'm doing another one in a couple weeks, but they had removed Chief Wahoo from everything in the stadium. And when we were down in the players' parking garage, they have this huge flag that has Chief Wahoo on it, and it used to fly above the old municipal stadium like years and years ago. And they actually sent it on a bunch of freighters that would go back and forth across Lake Erie, and it was just an old tattered flag, and it was great. And I took a bunch of pictures of it, and I was like, I couldn't believe that they actually had something with Chief Wahoo still in the stadium. And then my friend who works security down there, he messaged me. He goes, I went to work the other day, and they took it down.
Oh,
it was like a historical piece too, which really sucked.
Well, I'm sure they didn't like throw it away or anything.
I think they did.
Really?
No.
No way.
Shut up, Aaron.
Okay,
God,
stupid.
You fall for everything I say. You're so gullible.
You know what? You're an idiot.
You're like a
So
chops.
here we
You're
go.
like a
Here's some
chops
breaking
guy.
news. Here's some breaking news.
That's nasty.
So you remember when we talked about the game Concho? When it was like a Japanese or Korean kids game, and like you
Japanese.
put you put four fingers like this, and you go Concho, and you freaking jab it up someone's butt. Well, I got Sean Duff pretty good in I remember where I was. Knoxville, maybe? I think it was Knoxville. Well, he got me pretty good this weekend. He got me back. And that was a good time.
Well,
Yeah,
are we ready to bring our super awesome guest in right now?
It does look like he's ready. Oh no,
No, he's got 1 minute.
we're getting the finger.
Uh-oh.
He just flipped us off.
You want to talk about some other comps, or are we going to do that later?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Go talk comps. Go for it, Chris. This
Yeah,
is our,
we're streaming. This is Ben's comp. This is the 7th annual facial hair face off to benefit the Marine Corps League. Hey, I'm a Marine. And that's at the Arch Street Tavern on June 1st. So that's coming up pretty quick.
Yeah, the Greater Hartford Facial Hair Club, I think. Greater Hartford Ben's Club.
Ben's Club.
Ben's Club.
Ben's Club.
And August
What's that?
24th, annual BMC Awards.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't
Me
either.
neither.
We need to investigate this.
It's Terry Craven's awards. That's all I know. I know
He's
nothing else about it.
Wes's brother.
Terry Craven watches the show a good bit. He may be here. I don't know.
And hey, look, there's official, not unofficial swag. And that's all the comps I got.
All right. Well, we have our guest. You want to bring him in?
I will. I'll click him in.
No, we got to introduce him.
Oh, well, you said Jesus.
I was gonna do
It's
it.
always a goatee fucking it all up.
Good
You're right.
Lord.
I know.
Sorry. I cursed on your very PG.
Live from the Richmond, Virginia metropolitan
Park
adjacent
District.
area. Where are you in Mechanicsville?
No, I'm from Powhatan,
Same thing.
Powhatan. It's west.
From Mechanicsville, Virginia.
And
It's
I got my
Patrick
lighting
Quinn.
fix. I got my lighting fix. So I'm a little brighter. A little
See,
bright.
he needs
Still have
that.
chop. I wouldn't say you're too bright.
I had to get my hooch.
Ooh, what is it? What's hooch?
Really?
It's the stuff that
I know,
makes your
I know it's
hair
like
fall
an
off your chin.
alcohol thingy, but what's in it?
It makes
Like,
the hair fall off.
This is drinking beards, right?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm drinking here.
Beers.
Yeah, because I'm making sure I'm on the right podcast. You know, I don't want to be on the wrong
There's
one.
my drink. World famous Paul Roof.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's drinking.
What's up, Patrick Quinn? How are you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing great. Appreciate y'all put me on this. This is awesome. Let me close this window.
Yeah, close the window. You don't want any birds flying in.
Yeah. Well,
Your room looks nice and tidy. I bet it stays like that all the time.
You have that stormtrooper helmet. I was
Yeah.
looking at getting one of those.
Put it on.
oh, it doesn't fit.
Oh, your head's
It
too
totally
big.
doesn't fit. I got this. This is on clearance right now at
GameStop.
GameStop.
How much?
I think it was $40.
Holy crap! I got to go to my GameStop. They had 2 of them up there.
Was it just white? Did you paint it?
No, that's the way it is.
Is it custom? You paint
That's
it,
the
or
way it
like-
looks. It's the shock trooper helmet, and it doesn't really fit my head. So.
Is it ANSI safety rated? Can you wear that to work like a hard hat?
I wish. So
Thirsty beards.
and then of course all the pops that are around, but you don't see those really.
I got some pops behind me too. I feel like Patrick Quinn back here.
I don't know.
The one was. I want to start this off real quick by saying that anyone that's kind of followed us as a group over the past year or so, or the time that we've been doing this show, we always make this big controversy between Chops guys and Goatee guys, and we always rag on Chops guys and call them stupid and dumb and the worst part of their beard, blah, blah, blah. But it's all in fun and jest. We're all really good friends. We all love each other. We just do it to just kind of just tease each other because it's really actually funny.
But now we're all going to go after the Whaler guys together.
I know.
Because it's pretty stupid not to have a mustache.
Amen.
Yeah. So as long
Whalers
as you
suck.
you have hair on your cheeks and your chin, and as long as you have a mustache, you're good. So
what you're saying is it's the cop out category.
yeah, it's like, oh, I'm going to shave my mustache off, so now I can drink stuff easily and eat ice cream.
Eat ice cream and eat sandwiches.
Yeah, screw that crap. If you have a beard, eating's got to be tough. So, Patrick Quinn, you had a little bit of an adventure going to and not from as much, but definitely to Antwerp.
Yes.
Do you want to start this off with your first leg of the trip?
Yeah. Well, the first leg was fine. It was until I got to Copenhagen when shit went south.
What happened?
So I arrived into Copenhagen. I went to my gate to go to Brussels, and as I walk up, probably about 10 feet away from the gate, the screen changed from on time to canceled. So then I went over to the transfer station where I was supposed to be going to figure out where I'm going to be going, and sat there for probably at least a half an hour. Of course, talking to people, telling them, was like, hey, it ended up being a strike in Brussels. I guess I was one of the first people to find this out in the community.
Because we flew in and out of Brussels and we didn't have any problems.
It was only connecting flights. It was not direct flights that were being affected. It was only connecting flights. Because what happened was it was the traffic control were on air traffic control were on strike. And so anyway, so I ended up thinking about it, and I was like, can you send me to Amsterdam instead of sending me to Brussels? Because they were going to send me another flight to Brussels. I was like, no, I'm not taking that risk, And so they sent me to Amsterdam. I had a 45-minute wait to get on a plane. I ended up getting on there, flew to Amsterdam, and of course, my first thought was, did my baggage make the trip? And as I was walking off the plane, I looked out, saw the baggage being unloaded, and boom, there was my bag. I have a big green clamshell, diamond-plated bag, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. There it is, sore thumb in the middle of the black sea of suitcases, and I saw it, and I was like, yes, made it to fucking Amsterdam.
So when Aaron said that you had a lot of baggage, I thought he meant something else, but okay, go ahead.
Well, I do, but that's on another episode.
The Whalers are coming now.
Yeah, I know. I know they are. So I get off the plane, go to baggage claim, wait there, and everyone else's bag comes but mine. So then I go over to the airline. They say, "Oh, well, wait, it'll come." I waited for a little over three hours. I sat at baggage claim for over 3 hours, and the whole time I'm going back and forth between the baggage belts and stuff. And then finally they're just like, yeah, your baggage isn't here yet, or something like that. I just don't know where my baggage is.
Were they speaking English?
They were speaking English to me, but then they were starting to talk whatever language that particular person was. I didn't want to try to find out what they were saying. But anyway, so I just, pretty much all my friends were just like, because y'all are my friends. I didn't talk to you guys, but my wife, honestly, she's just like, just go to Antwerp. Just go to Antwerp. They'll find your bag. They'll send it to you. You'll probably get it tomorrow. And I was like, all right. And I did. And then the next morning, I had a good time in Antwerp that night and hanging out with everyone. And the next morning, I woke up to realizing I didn't have any other clothes than I had on at that moment, which was
the same clothes you've had on for 2 days.
Yep. And I realized I was like, I've got to get up and find clothes because I don't know when I'm going to get my bag or if I'm even going to get my luggage.
And at this point, you were still in Amsterdam.
No, I was in Antwerp. I had gone.
Okay, so you came to Antwerp.
Yeah, I thought I said that. Maybe
yes,
I did.
He did. He did say it. He did say it. Aaron, clean your ears out.
I quit paying attention.
Yeah, it's a long-winded story. So as I was waking up and I was thinking all this, I heard all this commotion out my my window at my Airbnb, and I'm like, "What is this noise?" And it was people on loudspeakers and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I have my Airbnb. There was this humongous wall window. It was the biggest window I've ever seen in a residence. And I opened it up, and what I saw kind of shocked me in a way because I'm just in my boxers. Was a full-on 100% Muslim farmers market right outside my window. And I closed.
Did they see you in your boxers?
I don't know because I closed the curtains just like as quick as I opened them up, and I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah, and then I peeked out again, and I started kind of landscaping it, and boom, I saw a shirt. I saw a shirt I could wear because
I'm going to wear this one shirt.
Like thinking of looking at a Muslim farmers market. There's not much that is just a normal like shirts. There's garments and stuff like that. Anyway, so I threw my clothes on, ran out there, grabbed that polo shirt that was I saw, ended up getting some socks and stuff, and then my next thought was, shit, what am I going to wear at the competition? So then my next goal was to just hit up like stores, H&M, thrift stores. Ended up finding a jacket and a shirt, but trying to find pants in that country is impossible for a big guy. Yeah, their 38 is like a 30 over here, Even it said US 38, and so, but I had issues with that. Ended up seeing Brian Nelson. He told me about a thrift store. I ended up finding that jacket there and hung out with another guy, Bill. He was good people. But anyway, so I just kind of gave up. It pretty much ruined that day. It was just trying to find clothes and trying to find paint.
This was all day Friday still.
This is all Friday. So then I went and, we went to the competition for the Whiskerinas, which was awesome. That was awesome seeing all the girls up there, compete at Worlds and stuff. So congratulate the winners and everybody. Anybody that just showed up. I thought it was a really good turnout for Whiskerinas. So
yeah, it really was. So
it was a particular person that their wife was there and looked good. So
yeah, that was the second World Comp that had women's categories.
Yeah, well, actually, no, it's third technically. The first one was Leo Gang, and it wasn't technically a part of it, but it was there.
Right, so they just kind of did it at the pre-party, and it just kind of happened.
Yeah,
one of those deals. Yeah,
and it was really when they finally introduced it. But it did happen at Leo Gang, but it did not tie in with the actual competition. So, but
then Saturday.
But anyway, well, see, Friday night
was exciting.
So Friday night around 10:00, I got a message from the airline saying that they found my luggage, and I had a couple friends even say, "Oh, well, I'll drive you to wherever it's at." And so I was trying to figure out if it was in Brussels or it was Amsterdam. Of course, everybody wanted it to be in Amsterdam because, things are awesome in Amsterdam, especially late night on a Friday. But we could not figure it out. So I just said, okay, I'm just going to go back home, back to the Airbnb and sleep it off after a long night. So then I woke up Saturday morning. Now, this is where it gets effing crazy. Like, just super crazy. So I wake up and I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? I don't have any pants. I'm going to have to wear shorts and a suit jacket and a shirt. That's not going to play. I got to figure out something. And then I started thinking, I was like, well, I'm going to call the airline. I'm going to call the airports. Just, it's got to be somewhere. It's got to be in Amsterdam. It's got to be in Brussels. So I called Amsterdam. They're like, we don't know what you're talking about. So I figured that was a dead story, that they had already shipped it to Brussels. So I called Brussels, and lo and behold, I finally found somebody in baggage claim that said, oh, yeah, it's sitting right here. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm like,
what time was that?
I'll tell you in a sec.
Oh my God.
So anyway.
Cliffhanger.
So I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure it's the one? You know, because that's the first thought is, you know, because it could be anything. And they're like, oh, it's green, it's big clamshell. And I said, does it have diamond plate on it? Yeah, it does. Orange, like, so I threw on my clothes. I'm running to the train station, which is about 5 to 10 minutes run. And I get there, I had 2 minutes to spare. When the train left, it was 11:36. And mind you, the competition starts at 12 o'clock. It is a 30-minute train ride to Brussels. So I would not be able to get to Brussels until after 12 o'clock. So I was taking a huge risk going to Brussels.
Yeah, missing everything.
And missing pretty much the entire mustache categories and even possibly the beginning of the partial categories. Now, my category was number 11. It was close to the end of the partial beard categories. So I was, and they had a time when they were actually going to say when the category was up, and I can't remember exactly when that was, but it was about 2 hours or something like it was like 2 o'clock or 2:40 or something like that. So I'm on this train and I'm just thinking the worst possible moments of, did I just go to Brussels? Did I just go to Europe and I'm going to risk it all to go get my luggage and miss my category and miss the whole competition itself because I wanted to get my luggage to make sure that I had my whole outfit. And that was the big thing. It was just having my whole outfit and everything. So anyway, I get to Brussels. I just jet up the escalators, I see the little hands. And I'm running up and I finally get to the security where it says baggage claim, you know, and I run up and there's just one dude sitting at this little kiosk. And I'm like, hey man, I need to get to baggage claim. And what most people don't understand is in Europe, you have to go through security to get your baggage, where a lot of places in the United States, you don't have to do that. You can just walk right up to the baggage claim. So, and then he's like, well, where's your boarding pass? I was like, well, I don't have one. I mean, I'm leaving here on Monday, but that's not today. And he was like, well, you need a boarding pass to get past. And so I argue with the guy for at least 5 minutes. And then finally he's like, you need to go to the airline. They'll tell you what to do. And I'm like, all right. So I go up to the airline and they're like, we don't know what to tell you, you know, and they're trying to help me as much as possible. And finally I was able to show them the fact that, you know, my luggage was there and that I had lost it and everything else. And they were like, okay, show this to them again and this name and number or some bullshit like that. So I go back to the security guy and he's like, okay, I can probably let you in, but you'll have to have an escort. So finally somebody comes over to escort me over into the baggage claim, which ends up happening. And I don't remember what time it was because I wasn't looking at my watch. And, but I assume that I was there at least 20, 30 minutes trying to deal with all this. So I go to the baggage and of course I get up there and there's already a girl talking with the one person at the fucking desk that's at the baggage claim. And, I'm just impatiently waiting, like thinking my baggage can only be like 5 feet away from me and I can't do anything about it. And of course the lady in front of me they have lost her baggage. So she's complaining about all that shit. So anyway,
Well, y'all weren't the only ones all weekend that lost bags.
No, Arnie and Rita lost theirs.
It was a disaster all weekend long. Like everybody was losing their bags.
I heard so many other people, but I don't remember their names off the top of my head. But I know Arnie and Rita, they actually got theirs delivered. I think it was Thursday morning, and the guy stayed for like 5 minutes, but didn't tell anybody and didn't leave it at the hotel and ended up leaving. So they didn't get their luggage until like Friday morning, from what I was told. But anyway, so to get back on track, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to patiently wait, and this finally another girl walks up to the key, the desk, and she's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, I told her what I was looking for. And the guy that was helping the girl goes, "Yeah, it's in the back over into the corner," or something like that. And she runs back there and finds it, and lo and behold, there's my luggage. I couldn't have been so happy. I hugged the guy like I had never hugged anyone in my entire life.
Did you make out with him?
It was very close. It was extremely close.
You should have. You'll never see him again. You should have just made out with him.
Hey, it's Europe. That kind of thing does happen. So anyway, I gave him a big hug, told him I was thanking. I'm hitting the mic. And then I just take off. I sign the sheet, whatever, and I take off. And I'm running through, and I almost knocked a few people over to try to get over.
They deserved it. They shouldn't have been in the way.
And I'm rolling this 50-pound luggage, all the way through and the airport. And of course, I'm running down these escalators, and what I really didn't know is that the train wasn't leaving for another 30 minutes. So,
so it didn't really matter. But you were there. You were ready.
I was, but I even paid first class going back to Antwerp, because I didn't want to have any issues. And I was like, and there was an extra like $3. I was like, screw it,
Euros.
So I'm standing down, I'm sitting down there, and I've got to wait another 25, 30 minutes for this train to come. And there's one train sitting in the lane that is supposed to be track 1. And it's just sitting there, and it's not moving, and it's pitch black, and it's sitting there the whole time. And of course, I'm calling my wife, and I'm talking with a few people. One person was Chad, that was really helpful, telling me, where they were in the competition. And like I said, like I don't remember what time it was. It was like maybe I remember just seeing 40. I don't remember why, but I just remember 40. It was like the 40-minute mark. That was when my train was supposed to come. And I was looking at like the time, and it was 38, but that train, it was in my lane, still sitting there. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Excuse my language.
You're all right. You're all right.
I'm like, and I'm like, why? And so finally, I see these conductors or whatever you want to call them. They were talking back and forth, and then they went back to this little office area. And so I ran over, and I'm like, my train's supposed to be here at 7. Hey, there's a baby in the background, Chris.
That happens here.
Chris has 47 kids, so they're just on top of each other.
He likes to have sex a lot.
No room for him in the house, so they just wander in.
So I asked this one guy, and I was like, I'm supposed to be going to Antwerp Centrals, where the competition was. And the guy was like, oh, that train's already left. I was like, what? What do you mean? I'm at the right track. And then some other guy comes up and goes, no. This train has been disabled for the last hour. You need to take another train to get to Antwerp Central, because the train you're supposed to take is behind this one, and we can't move it until they get it up and running. And so
if Chris was there, he could have moved that train for you.
He could have. So then I was like, what train do I have to take? He says, well, the train that's coming up right here on track 2. And so I'm like, I didn't ask any questions. I just jumped on it. And at that moment, I did some kind of Superman thing in a bathroom where I didn't even sit down. I just rolled my suitcase out. I undid the whole suitcase in the middle of a train, in between 2 trains where the bathroom was. And the bathroom was, I swear, no bigger than most closets. And I just undid everything, grabbed my whole outfit, which is my kilt, my shirt, everything, all my socks, underwear and whatever. I started changing in this bathroom, and I I threw everything back in there. Of course, people are knocking on the door, wondering, like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm like, somebody's in here. Like I was taking a shit or something. So, and then eventually I was like, okay, I got to get the suitcase out of the bathroom, and I pull it out, lay it down, and then I realized I've got to shave on a moving train. Going back and forth. I'm like, do I wait until I go to the venue, or am I going to get there right before my category's up and I get disqualified for having something on my chin? So I just said, fuck it. That's pretty much how the whole story is just a lot of buckets, And so I grabbed, and I'm just dropping F-bombs.
You're totally cool. Don't worry about it.
So I grabbed the razor and I just start shaving. And my arm was like a gyro because it was like on point every time. And I was like the best shave I've ever had in my entire life. And yeah, so I did a little kind of bird bathy thing in the little tiny sink that they tell you not to drink the water out of. And I was putting it in my hair and everything else and trying to get myself situated. And so then I was all ready. I could have walked right on the stage at that point, I guess. And I sat down, and then all of a sudden they were like, if you were trying to get to Antwerp Central, please exit the train at this station. I look out and it says Antwerp Bertram. Well, that's not Antwerp Central. Why am I getting off here? And then I get off, and then I'm looking at the conductor people, whatever, train people, and I'm like, where I need to go to get to Antwerp Central? Oh, you need to go to track 10. Oh, by the way, that's leaving right now. And I'm like, oh my God. And then by the way, all this time, Chad's messaging me, Chad Roberts, bless his heart.
Team Goatee.
Yeah. He messages me, says they just finished all the mustaches. And I'm like, what does that mean? Are they going to start on partial beards? I had no idea that they did the trophies after each bracket, I guess you'd say. And so then I'm like trying to find out what train I need to go to get to Antwerp Central, or am I just going to have to run it from Antwerp Bertram all the way to the venue, which was about probably a 10-minute train ride, probably a 30-minute run if I felt squirrely. And finally I heard these two girls go, oh, Antwerp Central hasn't left yet. And so I just followed them with my 50-pound luggage and my kilt on and everything else, and I just start running up these stairs, and I look up and I see the train and I see an open door. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to work. And then the next thing you know, boom, they just close right in front of me, 2 feet away from me getting in there. And then I see 2 doors down on the train, still open. And I start booking it down there. And right as I'm about to get to it, boom, closes. Then I had just lost it at that point. I had just punched that train so hard, I think I fucking moved it. And at that moment, I actually lost this smartwatch. The band broke and just flew off. And
underneath the train. And I'm like, oh my God. And this guy walks up to me and he goes, you lost your watch, and I'm like, and at that point, I didn't know I lost the watch. I was so pissed off. And so then I was like, oh no. And so that guy and a couple other people and a trained person was helping me trying to find it. Could not find my watch. And we sat there for just a couple minutes. It felt like an eternity. And then they said, oh, you have to step back. The next train's coming. It's going to Antwerp Central. So I made a decision. I said, I'm just going to leave my watch. Fuck my watch. I could buy another one. I keep on dropping this F-bombs. I'm telling you how it was in my head.
You were very passionate about this. I mean, you were obviously going through a lot of emotions and everything. So
yeah, and so I just said, screw it. I could buy another watch. I can't go to another Worlds. So I just jumped on the train, and just crossed my fingers. And of course, I told Chad, I'm like, I'm on my way, And he says, "Oh, I think you're okay. I think you're gonna be okay." And like I said, he's a saint. And so I get to the venue. I just start. Y'all know those stairs going up those, going up there. I just started booking up those escalators and the stairs, And yeah, I use the F-bomb a lot. And I get into the venue, and lo and behold, I made it. And I think it was about 20 minutes to spare.
He comes flying in. He's like, "I made it. I'm wearing my clothes."
And I was wearing my whole outfit. I ran straight to the dressing room. I grabbed my brush. That was another thing. Chad let me borrow his awesome wet brush. Plug there. Wet brush is a really great brush.
Yeah, we all swear by wet brushes. We all do.
I love mine. Mine is the one with the boar bristles in it. Mm-hmm. It's a regular wet brush with boar bristles in it. I love it. Amazing. I got. Cool. Anyway, so then I'm prepping up, and then about 15 minutes later, I'm on stage. I'm probably the luckiest bearded competitor on this planet that everything just fell into place, and I placed third. So
awesome.
I am extremely lucky in that aspect that I was be able to place, because I realized that everything. I mean, if something, everything kind of seemed to go wrong, but went right when it needed to go right.
Everything worked out in the end.
It did, and I am blessed that all that's just came out. And of course, so pretty much half of my trip was just ruined by the fact that I didn't have any luggage, and I was just trying to make sure that I was going to be able to get on stage, represent, myself, my newly founded club, my sponsor,
Mean Beard,
and my Chop Squad buddies, and it all just worked out. And I'm like I said, I'm just blessed that it all worked out.
And then Sunday morning, you went and got your watch back.
Yes. So I went back to the Antwerp Bertram track. I talked to the guy, and he ended up letting me borrow his little like extender hand thing, and I found it in a bag of brush. And all it was wrong was the watch band had broke, and that's what had fallen off. And so I just ordered a new watch band, and I got that yesterday, and I could claim to say that I still have my watch. So, and it still works. Amazingly. That was the amazing part. It still had a charge when I showed up. And this was like, at least it worked. It ended up working out, as far as getting my watch back. So I was happy with there. And then the rest of the day was awesome. I got to do the parade, and the rest is kind of history as far as that. I finally got to see Antwerp after the parade, because I took one of those little bird scooters and I rode around for like forever and just got to see everything. And, but it all ended up working out. So I was happy about that.
And that's what we call a sticky situation.
That was a perfect time.
Did you like that? I was waiting the whole time.
But yeah. So anyway, there's my story, and it's documented finally, because I'm tired of telling individuals about that story. I can just tell them, "Hey, watch this podcast or video.
Watch Talking Beards, where we got the exclusive Patrick Quinn interview post Worlds." Because
I told Aaron, right? And then what was even really cool was Monday morning. I was supposed to go to my flight at 10 a.m. I was supposed to be there by 10 a.m. And I go down to the train, and lo and behold, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron D. Johnson and Natalie Johnson were sitting there, and I got to ride the train all the way back to Brussels with them and had a really good conversation. And I told them,
we got our sweet first class seats all the way to Brussels.
Extra $3, worth it. You even got a little plug you can plug in. And but no, I told Aaron, I said, you know what? I was gonna post this on Facebook and stuff, and I was like, I would rather do it with you guys and tell the whole story like it should be told, in a video.
Yeah, well, I was completely captivated by that story the whole entire
Dude,
time.
it was a freaking good story. I know it pretty well chewed up our whole show, but it is such a good
I'm sorry.
story.
I felt like this is my Luis from Ant-Man situation. I'll tell you the whole story in detail.
Right.
And, that way, like I said, it's documented and, you hear the whole thing. So
it was truth serum.
Was truth serum. Glad you caught that little bit of trivia there.
Yeah, well, you had to drop the Ant-Man part in there for me to be like, I'm like, wait a minute, that is truth serum.
So anyway, I won't talk anymore. I'll let y'all do your thing. Finish out this finish out this little Talking Beards session.
Well, one last
thank you. Oh,
yeah, no. Before you go, tell us give us like who your sponsor is. Tell us about your club and stuff like that, where we can find all this information at.
All right. So my sponsor is Mean Beard. They are on all the social medias. They're on Instagram, Facebook, Mean Beard. Website is meanbeardco.com. Fantastic company run by fantastic people. I know a lot of people say this, but I am beyond happy with their product. Their customer service is amazing. So anyway, somebody's trying to call me. I told him not to call me during this podcast. And yep, there it is. Mean Whip. Mean Whip. It's always great stuff, man.
Whip.
Their beard oil is amazing.
Mean Whip.
I wouldn't say that because I'm sponsored by them, but there it is. There you go. So, but in my club, and it was it's my club.
So, what's the name of your club, and how many members do you have?
Oh, here you go. I'm wearing it. There it is. Hold on.
There.
Is that better?
Yeah, facial hair club of my anus.
And in the near future, there will be T-shirts made. More T-shirts. I only have the 2 T-shirts because we're number 2 club. But no, that is my newly formed club. We have technically 2 members, me and Katie, my wife.
Ooh.
So because we have to have a Whiskerina, right?
Yeah, right. Every club has to have a Whiskerina.
Everyone has to have a Whiskerina. So I am the kind of co-founder. There is 2 other co-founders, Josh Black and Johnny Awesome, or Johnny Ivy on social media, because you can't be.
Yeah. So speaking of Johnny Awesome, I don't know if he's watching this episode or whatever, but I was supposed to call him at 8:30, and he was going to harass you via speakerphone, but I couldn't interrupt your whole story to.
And he's not relevant either.
Yeah, he's not really relevant in the beard community anyway, so no one really cares about him.
He did my tattoo. He did one.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a tattoo show, he'd be super relevant
in my house.
Yeah, so I think we'll have Johnny Awesome on one day, and he wants to talk about how creepy your house is and how you have cameras in all your action figures and you watch people sleep. And he said something about he's pretty sure you were rubbing his beard while he was sleeping, and I
don't even remember
selfies with him.
God, the whole time he was staying here, I don't even know when he came in. He told me one day when he was staying, because I think he stayed here 2. Yeah, he stayed here 2 nights, and I think he slept 2 hours, 3 hours each night, because we got in really late, and then when I woke up, he was here, and it was I'm telling you, the dude probably slept 3 hours total.
He had a lot going on.
Well, yeah, he did have a lot going on. And then he woke up and tattooed me. And I was like, are you sure you want to? And then, the story about this too. He forgot this line. So it was a joke for months on end about the missing line. He missed this line, and then when we went to Hampton Roads, he put it in there. But
what is that tattoo? Like a barcode for Pepsi or something?
Star Wars. I know it's Star Wars.
Oh, so it's like a barcode for Star Wars. So if you want to like scan it at Walmart or something like that, I don't.
It's the targeting system for the X-wing when Luke was going for the
Thermal exhaust vent.
exactly.
Like Luke,
Yeah,
I am your
dummy.
father.
Yes.
I like BB-8.
You know, Bill Hader did the voice of BB-8. The beep beeps and boop boop.
Ooh, look at that.
It's one of my custom pops. It's one of my custom pops.
All right.
BB-8. Oh.
So anyway, there's my club. You know, the go. We're on Facebook. I think we have like 500 likes. We're trying to get over 2,000 to beat Talking Beards.
Yeah.
So
You'll never pass
go
us.
go there and like the Facebook page. And
go there
it'll
and
be-
unlike it if you're already liking it.
we're like I said, we're going to be making some shirts here soon, and all proceeds are going to go to a charity. I haven't picked yet, but that will happen soon. So
Awesome.
But
Well, thank you for coming.
and
Patrick
thank you
Quinn.
for let me tell my story.
Yeah, buddy. It was a very riveting story, and I think everyone enjoyed it. So thank you.
One last quick question.
Go
Oh,
for it.
Team Klaus or Team Mets?
I'm
nope. You have to pick one.
Klaus Metz.
No, that's a cop out. You have to pick one. You have to.
We're all friends. One of
Obviously, like those are two of the best people in the beer community
I'm
besides
team,
me and Scott.
I'm team Kletz. I'm team Kletz.
I hate you.
I'm team
All right.
No. Blonde beards. I gotta go with blonde beards.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Mets.
All right. Well, you probably eat your boogers too. So, yeah.
I voted for Klaus though. It's like you're asking like
Makes no sense.
because I have to say Mets because I voted for Klaus. But see, that's like asking me to pick my favorite son, which is Noah. But it's beside the point.
All right,
right,
get out of
Quinn.
here, Patrick Quinn. We still have show
Thank
to
you.
do, and we're already at time. So
Yeah. What do you mean time? Y'all could go forever.
we try to keep it to an hour.
We try to
We've
be
already
very
gone an hour, and
organized.
we haven't even done trivia
It's not
yet.
an hour yet. It's 59:28 seconds.
No,
30
it is 1 hour, 7, 8,
All right,
9,
all right. Thank
10.
you.
Okay.
And
We'll have you on
All right.
again. We'll have you on again sometime soon.
yeah,
Yeah, and then we'll just make fun of you with no
Hey.
story.
I'll have a better lighting next time.
All right. Sounds
Cool.
good.
Well, you made it to Talking Beards. Congratulations.
And I almost didn't because I had to work late.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
All right. Thanks a
All
lot.
right, buddy.
All right.
See you, man.
See you, buddy.
All right. And now let's rush through trivia. So, what are we going to do? We're going to do 80s. I think that's the one I saw the most of.
Yep.
Okay.
This is our Mudcat Whiskers trivia.
Mudcat Whiskers.
For all your
Trivia.
Mudcat Whisker needs, www.mudcatwhiskers.com. Don't forget to enter promo code
Talking Beards.
to receive
25% off.
your
Next.
order.
And you'll get a Vaseline oil.
And now,
Is it not-
time for trivia.
Is it not a Vaseline?
Chris
I
is going
thought
to
I
snort.
figured it out.
He's going to snort.
Do it. Vaseline. I wonder what it smells like.
E.
It smells like E's. Brought to you by the letter E.
Evangeline.
Oh, Vaseline. Sorry.
Oh, goodness. All right, so let's get into trivia now.
I'm sweating now.
Okay.
Okay, 10 questions. Whoever gets the most
Oh, Lord.
will receive a prize pack courtesy of Talking Beards tonight.
Oh, of a Vaseline oil. So we're going to do 80s trivia. We have HL, TV, Mauve, Mus, SNL, and WC. What do you want to do?
SNL.
You want to do TV, SNL? Okay. Sounds good. What future champ, thanks to a broken nose, was not aboard the 1980 flight that killed the rest of the U.S. national boxing team?
SNL?
Dude, I don't know what SNL, Sports and Leisure?
I thought it was Saturday Night Live.
That's what I thought, but it is not. But we could probably get a Saturday Night Live one. That would be pretty good. Yes, no one's ever going to get this.
Yeah, Kate Akabadaka says, ugh. Brian Nelson
not
says
Ali.
Ali.
That's a pretty solid guess, though. But no, I've never even heard of this human being. Science and Nature? It's not Science and it's S and L.
S
Bonehead.
and L?
S and L. People are freaking going for it, though. Even, Shannon, even though he doesn't have a mustache.
Avandro Holyfield, he says.
I mean, we can give it a second. Yeah, that's how I feel, too. Kate said she was excited for the 80s trivia until that question. Yeah, me too. I'm just going to say it's Bobby CZYZ.
Sizey.
Exactly. No one knows it. All right, I'll just do TV. People know what TV
TB.
is.
Talking Beards?
Yeah.
V.
TB.
Oh.
All right. What sitcom went through housekeepers Miss Garrett, Adeline, and Pearl until Mr. Drummond found a Mrs.
Hawaii 5-0.
Dude, this is freaking hard out. No, this crap.
Did you say Mr. Drummond?
Yeah, Mr. Drummond.
What you talking
found
about,
his
Willis?
Mrs.
Matson says Happy Days. Kate says Facts of Life.
So Brian, did you freaking answer that after I read it? All right. Who was the first person that said different strokes?
Ben
Reed.
Ben Reed.
All right. Ben Reed. Bloop. That's one. Congratulations.
Different strokes. It takes different strokes. Different strokes to rule the world.
Woo-hoo.
I don't know what WC is. Let's go for WC.
Water closet.
Water closet. What classic toy got 4 write-in votes in the 1985 Boise, Idaho mayoral election? God, these are stupid. No one's
Idaho
ever getting. No one's ever getting these. This is gonna be like a 4-hour episode of Talking Beards.
We're talking about Idaho politics.
Do we want
From
to?
the 80s.
We could jump to my backup questions.
Go.
To finish the punchline ones.
Oh, Alan got it. Apparently he's big on the Idaho 1985 politics. All right. Well, we
were going.
All right.
I don't know what that is.
Ben Reed has 1. Alan Eckert has 1. On to question 3.
All right. Question 3. Music. What band's first video, One, featured the blind, deaf, mute, and limbless former soldier from Dalton Trumbo's movie, Johnny Got His Gun?
So we're looking for the band?
Yes, the name of the band.
Not you two.
God, Kate, no, it's not Nevermind by Nirvana.
There we go.
Captain got it.
Nope.
It's Metal.
Brian Nelson
got it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Metallica.
There we go. All right, now we're rolling. We'll do another music one.
I like music. Metallica.
What Whitney Houston single was originally written for a movie about Muhammad Ali's life?
Only know one Whitney Houston song.
Nope.
Let's hear it for the boys.
That's not even Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I know, right? That's on the Footloose soundtrack.
Yeah, that's Paula Abdul. I don't think it's Paula Abdul either.
It was Madonna.
No.
Crickets. I don't know, Brian Nelson. You're supposed to know.
Yeah, you're the
everything. You have
music guy,
typewriters.
Brian. Come on.
That was good.
He just like walked right into the door.
Are we gonna pass on this?
Yeah, pass.
Greatest love of all, and now you can't answer it.
Greatest love of all inside of me. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. What European nation celebrated its first U.S. pop chart topper with Aha's "Take on Me"?
European.
So, what country was Aha from?
Take on me.
Take on me. Belgium. Incorrect. That is not a country, Catherine.
Sweden, Switzerland.
No,
Scotland, Wales.
that's not what this says.
Tisha Klinkenbeard found her mustache.
She found her mustache. That's awesome. No.
Ireland.
I'm just going off what the paper says. Maybe the paper and what y'all are Googling are different.
Hungary. Norway.
There we go, Sarah. Boom.
The one that complains about how she's too
Norway.
young for this.
Sarah Willis coming in hot.
Uzbekistan.
Okay, so score is sitting at Ben Reed 1, Alan Eckert 1, Brian Nelson 1, Sarah 1.
Dude, people aren't going to know this crap. Music. What duet had Michael Jackson cooing "Paul, I think I told you I'm a lover, not a fighter"?
I know the song. It's playing in my head. Who are we
That might
looking
be a
for?
stroke.
Are we looking for who the duet was with?
What
Or the name of
duet had Michael Jackson cooing? So I'm thinking it's the name of the song.
The name of the song is
Yes.
the name of the song.
No, we're not looking for the person he did the song with.
But that is correct, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's right.
It was Paul McCartney. But the name of the song is called
There it is.
Lee
Lee
got it.
BMG. He's a good egg. I don't know if y'all knew that. That Lee guy's a good egg. Not as good of an egg as Andy Teague, but he's still pretty good.
Like an off-white egg.
Yeah, he's like an off-white egg. He's not speckled or, full of chocolate, but he's definitely he's an all right egg. I think that must be an England thing about the egg. That's what I gathered.
They like eggs over there.
Mine.
They like eggs.
Mine. The girl is mine.
Mine.
All right, we're just going to stick with music.
Okay.
What hair metal band from Harrisburg followed up its debut album, Look What the Cat Dragged In, with Open Up and Say, Ah?
I bet you Nelson's going to get this one.
Probably.
He said pickled eggs. That's not correct.
Open up and say,
Those are eggs. Boom. Patrick Dawson.
Posen.
Close enough. I knew what you meant.
Posen.
Go posing. All right.
Okay, so we have a tie right now.
A 10-way tie for
Six-way tie. Six-way tie for first.
first. Are you serious?
Yes. Because we have 6 different people with one answer.
Oh, all right.
Okay, on to question 7.
What country legend did Columbia Records dump shortly after he waxed Chicken in Black? A ditty about his brain being transplanted into a chicken.
That sounds extremely controversial.
Yeah.
He's got a little tiny brain.
Boom. Matson. 7-way tie for first.
Johnny Cash. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
This is awesome.
I hear that train a coming. It's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
We got to keep moving. We're way past.
Yeah, way past.
Yeah, we are. Keep going.
What Briton recorded the hit debut Veronica and My Brave Face with Paul McCartney?
Pizza roll tacos?
What? No, not Andy Teague. It's not Andy Teague. It's
Elton
not
John.
Elton John. No.
No, not Kenny Loggins.
Not Kenny Loggins.
This
You
is
have to cut loose.
Footloose.
Footloose.
Boom.
Elvis.
Alan. Uh-oh, Alan pulled ahead.
Yep, Alan.
Elvis Costello.
Hey, Bittner's
Hello.
here now. He was hiding.
Bittner.
Bittner's here.
From
Come
Bittner and
on.
Rittner and Associates.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. Eckert is in first place right now with 2.
With 2.
So is this the 9th question?
Yes, 9. Question 9.
What Billy Joel hit commands? Turn out the light. Don't try to save me.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
We didn't start the fire. I hope that wasn't the answer.
No.
Okay, good.
What Billy Joel hit commands? Turn out the light. Don't try to save me.
You may be right.
Oh man, Alan.
You may be crazy.
Alan got it.
Yeah. Trying to chase him up the little. So it's over.
You
It's over. Alan got it.
It's over.
You may be crazy.
Congratulations, Alan.
Just a man you're
So,
working
We'll
for.
message you for the proper information.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. And we're sorry we ran over by 15 minutes. It's all Patrick Quinn's fault.
Chop's fault.
Freaking Chops. But, you know, he had a good, entertaining story. So, yeah. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Aaron D. Johnston. That's it. Thank you for tuning in. And Chris.
I'm Chris Odom, Beards in Review. Check it out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagrams, and all that other social media stuff. And peace.
And I am Scott Sykora. I'm the Beardcaster. You can find out more information about my podcast by going to thebeardcaster.com. You can subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts at. You can find me on Facebook, you know, all those things. Don't forget to go over and like the Talking Beards page on Facebook. And share with your friends. Let's get some more people in here. And you know, if you guys are enjoying the show, let people know so more people can come and enjoy.
Share
So,
and like.
yeah, share and like. So
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody share this podcast or whatever we're calling it.
yep. But okay, so thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for spending your evening with us. I mean, and we really appreciate the fact that a lot of you take your entire Tuesday night to hang out with us. So it's a lot of fun and we greatly appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. And I guess we will see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. All right.
Dang.
Stay tuned for clips for next week's episode. Ciao.
I'm the most from coast to coast. I'm not from France, but I eat French toast.
And thank you, Patrick and Christopher and Aaron, for that really awesome fun time. So, like I said, go to the Facebook page for Talking Beards. That's where you can watch us live, or you can watch us live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at talkingbeards.com. And we'd like to thank BS Buttons for supplying the buttons for the show. You can go to the BS Button Beard Bulletin Board off of the Talking Beards Facebook page. And like I said earlier in the show, make sure you go there. And if you have anything you want to share with the beard community, please put it in there. We'll read it on next week's show. Other than that, that's about it for today. We shall see you guys next week. And until then, that's it. Ciao.